Hey everybody, it's Kyle Daniels with This is Sotheby's International Realty, bringing you the weekly update for Friday, October 22nd. Wow, we're blasting through this year, and it's amazing to me to see how active the real estate market still is out there. So let's go into the numbers. I missed you last week. We went out of town down to Solana Beach, enjoyed some sun, surf, and pool time. And so I'm catching up on a little bit, but we'll compare last week to this week. So let's get into the numbers for this week. Right now we had 104 new listings, which was a drop. We had a lot of activity go on into last weekend. So we saw a bit of a drop this past week, which is what we'd kind of expect, but we're over 100 listings, which is great. Last week just saw a bigger number. Now, as far as new escrows, we're way up compared to last week, about 20 more new escrows. We had 132 new escrows this past week throughout the whole South Bay, which is huge considering, again, we're going in, heading into the holidays. They're right out there, in front of us. And usually people are slowing down. We got soccer, all kinds of events going on, and we're still seeing a lot of buying activity. As far as closed sales, we saw 116 closed sales, which was a big jump again from last week. So that's stuff that's trailing from 30 to 45 days out. But one of the things I noticed that was a big difference this week is 41% of those closed sales closed at a discount. So we saw a big drop in terms of pricing, where maybe we're getting that inventory that hung out through the summer, was overpriced, and we saw price reductions. So that was a big number. We've been hovering around 70% selling at asking or over, and this past week we were at 59%. So that was a big change. And then lastly, we're always tracking the number of homes over 3 million. We've been staying pretty steady at about a dozen a week. Saw a really big sale down on the Strand for almost 20 million, and then a bunch of stuff throughout Palos, Verdes, and in Manhattan Beach. Mostly newer construction or large lots here in Palos Verdes. Price drops, we only saw 27 this past week, which is about normal, pretty consistent. We had a big jump last week, but it stabilized. And then back on market, we only saw 9, so it means our escrows are sticking together. It's not as frantic out there in terms of getting in to see properties. There's been open houses, easier to get appointments as COVID sort of mellows out a bit on us, and people have a chance to go and make a decision that's not rushed. Where before, when it was really frantic, we saw more properties falling out of escrow. Lastly, days on market really staying about the same. We're averaging about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit uptick there, but the median is 9 days. And so for the most part, the good properties are still selling in one weekend. I had one of the wins this past week. I did get a client into a property, and then a couple weeks before we put one into escrow, which had multiple offers. Still seeing a lot of multiple offers out there, but there's opportunities. Found one this week for my own stable of clients, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a great weekend. Looks like we might have some rain in the future, and let's start getting ready for Halloween. All right, take care. Have a great weekend. Later.